All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into exactly how modern digital spaces capture attention, build trust, and actually drive behavior in 2026. Whether you're managing a brand, creating content, or just trying to figure out why certain trends completely take over your feed, we're going to decode the underlying mechanics behind all of it.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the digital engagement formula, visual storytelling in fintech, the whole finfluencer phenomenon, why we get hooked on trending audio, cross-platform crypto gaming, and finally, how to master the attention economy. Let's get right into it.
Part 1. The Digital Engagement Formula.
So think about it. How do you actually stand out and build trust when the internet is just so incredibly noisy? It's the ultimate challenge we're facing right now. Trust is at an absolute premium, and just stating facts, yeah, that doesn't cut it anymore. To actually break through, you need deeply immersive, multi-sensory engagement. You literally have to capture the eyes, the ears, and the habits of your audience.
Moving on to Part 2. Visual Storytelling in Fintech.
Okay, so think about the massive hurdle that fintech apps face every single day. When you buy a pair of shoes, you can see them, right? But financial products? They're totally abstract, they're invisible. And honestly, that instantly makes consumers anxious about things like data security and legitimacy. Fintech companies have a huge uphill battle just to get a user to understand what their app even does, let alone trust it with their hard-earned money.
So how do they bridge that trust gap? You essentially have to make the invisible visible. And they're doing this through visual storytelling. We're talking about slick animation and motion graphics that map out totally abstract concepts, like how a blockchain actually operates, or the exact steps of processing a loan. They use documentary-style storytelling to humanize the brand with real people, and really clean infographics to make complex data instantly readable. By doing this, they build immediate credibility.
Which brings us to Section 3, the finfluencer phenomenon.
Now, while the big corporate institutions are using animation to build trust, individuals are just using their own faces. Enter the finfluencer. These are usually self-taught, non-traditional pros who are stepping up and completely democratizing financial literacy. They speak the exact language of younger generations, taking super dry topics like mutual funds, taxes, or crypto, and turning them into bite-sized, highly accessible content.
And guys, this marks a massive cultural shift, especially post-pandemic. Just look at this data from India. The influencer marketing space there is on a total rocket ship trajectory, projected to hit 2,200 crore INR by 2025. That is a staggering 25% compound annual growth rate. When economic insecurity hit, people looked straight to their social feeds to figure out how to survive and invest. The sheer volume of capital flowing into this space absolutely proves the model works.
To put that into perspective, look at how this is changing behavior. 67%, nearly two-thirds of surveyed individuals in India follow at least one social media influencer. That's wild. People are fundamentally rewiring who they trust. They are skipping over the traditional men-in-suits financial advisors and choosing to get their complex money advice from relatable personalities right there on their phones.
So what is their secret sauce? It really boils down to authenticity. Instead of just pushing heavily sponsored ads, these finfluencers tackle organic, relatable dilemmas. Things like how to actually build a budget that works, or how to negotiate a raise. They give real-time updates on the economy in a way that's conversational, meme-driven, and honestly just feels less like a chore and way more like a chat with a really smart friend.
All right, Section 4, Hooked on Trending Audio.
Okay, so visuals build trust. But what happens when you only have, say, 3 seconds to grab someone's attention on a fast-paced feed? You turn up the volume. Specific audio hooks act as literal structural blueprints for virality. Take Sabrina Carpenter's track House Tour. It organically prompts the creator to do a walkthrough of a space. Her song Espresso brings this instant, youthful, playful energy, while a track like Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather provides the perfect cinematic backdrop for heartfelt storytelling. The audio dictates your video's format before you even press record. 2.7 million, that's an insane number. That is the total number of reels created using just one single track, Harry Styles' As It Was. An audio track isn't just background noise anymore. It is a massive, decentralized, collaborative trend that literally millions of users actively want to participate in.
So why do these specific sounds completely blow up? Well, for starters, they need insanely catchy hooks and memorable lyrics. But they also have to spark an immediate emotional connection, whether that's joy, nostalgia, or even motivation. Above all, though, they have to be easy to remix. A truly viral audio leaves just enough blank space for users to put their own unique, creative spin on the trend.
Moving on to Part 5, cross-platform crypto gaming.
Now, let's talk about holding on to that attention through gameplay. We've got two huge Web3 ecosystems right here solving the problem of user retention. You have Wild Forest, which is this fast-paced, real-time strategy game on the Ronin network, and then you have Gods Unchained, a super deep, competitive card game on Immutable. Totally different genres, right? But they share one absolutely critical strategy: true cross-platform capability. By letting players jump from their PC to their iPhone without losing a single ounce of progression or their digital assets, they keep users totally locked into the ecosystem, no matter where they are.
And this isn't just a niche thing. It's expanding across the entire 2026 gaming roster. Whether you're playing a 5v5 battle arena like Magicraft, a tower defense game like Hero Lane Wars, or diving into deep NFT integration with Axie Infinity, the line between mobile and desktop has completely vanished. This unified progress means you aren't just playing a game, you're inhabiting a digital world that seamlessly moves with you.
Which brings us to our final section, mastering the attention economy.
So, bringing this all together. Whether you're a massive corporate fintech app, a solo creator building a personal brand, or a Web3 game developer, the core formula converges right here. You have to demystify complex ideas through visual design, build genuine, relatable personalities, leverage the viral architecture of audio, and create frictionless, interactive play. These are the absolute universal strategies for making people care in the modern digital age.
The tools to create these deeply immersive, multi-sensory experiences are literally right at your fingertips right now. So the only question left to ask is, how are you going to combine them to capture your audience and actually cut through all that noise? Thanks so much for hanging out and joining me on this explainer. I hope you took away some great insights.